What are you up to
Good morning.
today?
Good afternoon. I'm doing a math test today on the bike.
A what?
A math test, a maximal aerobic function. So basically use a simplified version of math, which was designed by Dr. Phil Maffetone, essentially measuring your aerobic efficiency. So like a lot of things, I like to simplify it. And I've never actually tested on the bike before, so it'll be my first one. So I'm doing it on the bike, which is just a 30 minutes at my max heart rate. There's a formula on his website, essentially 180 minus your age, and then there's some other questions where you add and subtract heartbeats. But I was going to do it running originally, but I'm a little bit sore after my run on Thursday, so I'm going to do it on the bike for the first time, and I'll do the run one another time. So the bike test is 30 minutes at my max heart rate, and I basically just capture my average power at that heart rate, and then what I can do is over time I can keep testing, and hopefully I see that I am able to ride at a higher power at that same heart rate.
Have you done it for running before?
I've done it for running before. The running test is a bit different. A lot of the other guys are doing a running test this week. That is 3 lots of 1 mile at your MAF heart rate. And then the jet version of the test, you do some 400s as well. That's for a different reason.
And did you get improvements?
I've done that over a couple of years. I've maybe done that test, I don't know, half a dozen times. And like in a lot of things in life, linear progression isn't always linear. The last one I sort of plateaued compared to the previous one, but I was looking forward to seeing how this one went, but I have to do it another time. Any other questions? No. Well, I'm going out with my essentials. Hopefully he's asleep. You can't come in here, it's top secret. Oh, I'm locking myself out. Warming up now. So I'll do 10 minutes easy, and then 3 minutes smooth, about 70%. Minute easy, 2 minutes steady, about 80%. 1 minute easy, and 1 minute strong. 1 minute easy, and then let everything settle down, and then I'll start the test. I picked a flat course on Zwift. Flattest one I can, and just have to make sure I use that next time I do the test. And I'll just ride at my max heart rate, which is I use 145 to 150, and just 30 minutes at that heart rate. Well, that's the top end range of that heart rate, and then just record all the data by Zwift and Garmin, and that's that. And I can use that as a reference for next time I test.
Good luck.
20 minutes down, 10 minutes to go. So I did my warm-up, which totaled 20 minutes, and now I'm 20 minutes into the math test. So for me today, I'm aiming for 145 beats a minute as an average, and just holding that nice and consistent for the full 30 minutes. So if you know anything about Dr. Phil Maffetone and math heart rate theory, you know it starts with a simple equation of 180 minus your age, and then there's a couple other questions to help you ascertain where you should add or subtract more beats. To simplify things, I encourage others to go 180, take age, and then take another 5. The reason for that is we use this theory and this type of training and testing to look at aerobic efficiency and low heart rate training. So if in doubt, we go a little bit lower. So for me, if I aim for 145, it means I've got a sort of a 5-beat buffer. So I can go up to 150 and still be within the rules, so to speak. So I've done about 21 and a half minutes now, 8.5 to go. I'm riding on Tempest Fugit, which is a Zwift course. It's a flatter Zwift course. It's a 17.3 kilometre course, and it's only about 25 metres of elevation, I think. So I've been able to hold 145 pretty comfortably, pretty consistent. The power range has sort of been 200 to 220, which is 3 to 3.3 watts per kilo for me, for guys who love their data. Cadence has been around 88 to 92. That's just, I haven't been focusing on that, that's just where it's left me. So I'm recording the whole session via Zwift, but then I've got my Garmin on recording the 30-minute test. And I'm also lapping every 10 minutes to see if there's any drift. Just starting to notice it now that at the same heart rate, so 146 currently, I'm just starting to dip below 200 watts. So it's to be expected because I'm fatiguing the muscle of the heart. Sorry, the heart is a muscle. That fatigue, so I'm holding a consistent heart rate, but now the power output at that heart rate is starting to drop off. So better concentrate. I've got another 7 minutes to go. I'll check back in at the end, let you know how it went. 4 minutes to go. I'm at 143 beats a minute, 214 watts. I can probably push it along a little bit now. I'm working on trying to get an average of 145. So it was dropping between, well, the power output for the same heart rate was dropping a little bit, sort of after halfway, which I expected. But it seems to come back up a little bit now. Cooling down now, I'll just do 10 minutes pretty cruisy. I've got the 30-minute test data here. So I just used the Garmin to capture the 30 minutes and the total riders via Zwift. So for 30 minutes, I averaged 145 beats a minute, so I'll take that because that's what I was aiming for. Maxed out at 152, average power 210, normalised power 210, so it doesn't really mean much because it's the first time I've ever done it, so that's my benchmark. I probably won't retest it for at least 8 weeks. I'll just see if that kicks in. It's relatively non-invasive for me because it's quite low intensity, so I can sort of throw it in wherever really. So
done that, first one done, and I guess I'll have to let you know when I do the next one. That's it. Thanks for watching me ride my bike.